So I didn't think I would be doing this soon, but it seems I'm more behind than I thought I was. Ooh, the colours, the colours. I'm already intrigued. Okay, put the zine over there. Look at the print, it is gorgeous. Oh my god. Paulina Zavodina. I hope I've said that correct. Probably not, but there you go. Very beautiful artwork. We have some watercolour paper. How many sheets do we have here? 8 sheets. That's a very random number, but okay. I've been saying lately that the amount of paper in Scrawlrbox is like insane. So 8 sheets, I will accept that. I will take that. Okay, so let's open this. Oh, there's another one. There's another Scrawlrbox sticker. Okay. Strawberry! Oh, nice. Am I going to eat this now? Absolutely. Very delicious. Mmm. So what could this be? I have a feeling I know what it is. Viviva! It's been so long since I've had Viviva colour sheets. Oh, and it even says who handcrafted the colour sheets for you. This pack was made by Ruska, or Ruska. It was so lovely. We have a sticker of the print. That is bringing me so much joy. Ooh. A sea white brush in size 6. A Dale Rowney Artist Sketching Water Soluble Pencil. Very nice. It's a HB pencil. I have a tiny pair of scissors to open these. Ooh. Sliding this off is satisfying. Okay. It's been so long since I've had Viviva colour sheets. And these are metallic as well. That's so pretty. These two kind of look exactly the same. Not gonna lie. Like, when like this, they look exactly the same. But when the light is not directly on them, you can see that they're slightly different. We have Jade and Emerald. Very pretty. Aurora and Sapphire. So pretty. I cannot wait to swatch these. And then we have 2 silver and 2 gold. Usually metallic pigments take a bit to get up to par, so no wonder why we've got a couple of extra of those. They have a little mixing area back here. That's cute. Already 1,000 times better than what we got in box 100 and box 101. I cannot complain here. Let's take a look through the zine. So it shows you all the materials. And yes, I've already eaten the sweet treat because it was delicious. It tells you about the artist. These are gorgeous. Oh, coming after my watercolor heart. Oh my god. Look at all the different techniques that you can do. So like toning down the color, silver and gold. What is this pun? Please. Please. Why is that half funny, half cringy? Deep dive into watercolors. I love the effects going on here. It's so, so pretty. I keep saying pretty, but like it is. And there's a tutorial in this piece of work. Artist advice. Oh, I love the drip and the drop effects here. I definitely might give that a try. Be a little bit more experimental in this piece. Solar Flare. Next we have the Scrawler Gallery. So this has box 100 work in there. That's mine! Oh my god! Oh wow. I did not expect to be in this. Okay, so look. There's mine from like box 100. Oh my god. This is so exciting. For those of you who have ever questioned, do Scrawlrbox actually ask you before they put it in? No, they don't. It's a lovely surprise though. I am very, very happy with this. Thank you so much. If Scrawlrbox are watching this video, thank you. Oh, that's so lovely. Look at the detail in this one. Oh my god. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love all the different effects that people have managed to get. It's so pretty. And then the top three. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I'm gonna have to follow these artists. Then Viva. Now that is a tongue twister of a title. Viva Vivida. I like the roundup. That's so cute. Is this going to be like every 10 boxes or something? That would be really cool to see. I like the inclusion. Exploring the elements. So the Scrawler challenge is fire and ice. Oh, fire and ice is already giving me some ideas. Because I have an ice queen and a fire king. My OCs exist for this challenge. Okay, so let's start by doing some swatches. Whoop. Do I do it horizontally or do I do it vertically? I think I'm going to do it horizontally. Because at least then, me and my left-handed self can like be fine with it. All the sparkle that's lifting off of this brush. Oh. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. This is going to be very sparkly water by the end of it. So next we have Pink Pearl. That's so pretty. Oh my god. They're so vibrant as well. Oh, that fire turns into like an orange. That is gorgeous. Then we have Lava. Lava's like a little bit more deeper in colour. It's kind of like in between the orange and the red. It's almost like a vermilion sort of shade, which is nice. And we have some Jade. Oh, wow. The swatch that came out of that was not what I was expecting. Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna wait until they dry to show you the metallicness of them. Metallic watercolors are usually quite, what's the word, dull. So the fact that these are so pigmented is just insane. This is like a Viridian green. Am I speaking in colour technobabble? Absolutely. And I will enjoy it every step of the way. Aurora. This looks like it's going to be turquoise. And I do love me some turquoise colours. This one for ice is going to be stunning. Like a complementary colour for ice. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. With how pigmented these remind me of like the Annie Linky Kohinoor watercolours. Those were dye-based. I don't know if these are dye-based. I've got to check. But with how pigmented they are, it would not surprise me if they were dye-based. Then we have silver and gold. Not that you can see it very well. You can see it kind of like in the light. Like it's shining in the light. But from the angle that I'm looking at, I can't really see it against the white paper. That's so pretty. This tissue is just covered in like all these different colours. They're so vibrant, they're so gorgeous. And because these colours are wet, I'm just going to do this with the pencil. Because I know my left-handedness will smudge everywhere. So the water-soluble Daler-Rowney pencil. Let's test that out. Yes. And we have like a grey tone, which is great. Because yeah, you don't really have like a black in the set, but using the water-soluble graphite as the base tone for like a black, yeah, I see it. I see it. I wonder what colour mixing is like with these. It has a mixing palette. This set is missing a purple, so let's see if we can mix one. And I made a mess! Oh! As my mother would say, Zoe Messy Marriner is back in town. She never left. I mean, there's also like this colour as well that could make the purple, and maybe even with the pink as well. So I think I need a little bit more red in this because it's very dark, but I can kind of see that purple coming through. Definitely needs more red. I think this is just an issue with the Viva colour sheets. My personal issue is that flipping through the different colours, I very easily get into a mess very, very quickly. But I can see how this would be really good travel-wise. It's possible, but the colour mix isn't necessarily the cleanest. I wonder how the pink will mix with the blue. Whether that will make a difference, I don't know. Could do? This blue just instantly swallows up any colour that it's mixed with. Okay, so you've got like a greyish blue. Like a blue with like a metallic pink undertone. Like this is kind of leaning in the opposite way, where you have like a more dusty purple. So this is Sapphire and Ruby Red. This one is Pink Pearl and Sapphire. Also, you can kind of see it in the light, but like this colour Aurora, this has like a turquoise and like a gold shine in it. That's so, so pretty. I'm definitely going to be using Aurora. Aurora, I think out of all the colours is my favourite. To be honest, I've always had a soft spot for that kind of colour. Okay, pause a second. I'll show you what I mean by this. So I've actually gone through the booklet just to match up which colour goes with what, and you can see that RR is Ruby Red, Pearl Pink, Lava and Fire. Now, Fire is the one that I have the issue with, because on here, it looks yellow, right? The colour on the card and the swatch are completely different. There is no yellow in this set, no matter how many times it says yellow here and yellow here. This yellow stands for the gold. Sure, you can water down Fire to look like a yellow and work a little bit like a yellow, but it's not the same thing. The fact that there's no yellow in this set just makes mixing infinitely more harder. You will see later in the piece that not having a yellow and a purple is just such a shame. Yellow is really a core colour when it comes to mixing, so it really brings down the set overall. As for the light fastness and whether these are dye or pigment based, I'm not quite sure because Viviva is kind of giving me mixed messages. If I had to hazard a guess, it would be dye based, which definitely puts into question how light fast these actually are, because dye based watercolours are not known to be light fast in the slightest. Considering the theme was fire and ice, the character I went for was my little fire and ice prince, Lucian. Lucian is the son of my Fire King Spiro and my Ice Queen Neva. In terms of the story, Spiro and Neva's match was a political one more so than romance. It was more to fulfill an arranged marriage and an obligation to an allying kingdom. This does not mean that Spiro and Neva are bad parents by any means, because they get on really, really well, they're still firm friends, and Lucian visits his father often. And after the arrangement was done, his father got remarried and Lucian gained 2 half-sisters. From a very young age, Lucian shows signs of powers. Now at first it was ice magic. Neva was expecting this. She was like, okay, this is fine. Maybe a little earlier than I thought, as hers came in her teenage years. But it's when he developed fire powers as well as ice powers. Then Spiro and Neva both looked at each other and went, uh-oh, that could be an issue. This is not a fault of his parents, but as he grows up, he kind of gains a sense of self-awareness of how powerful he is with both sets of magic, and he becomes almost afraid of himself. He doesn't want to hurt anybody with his powers, and he rarely shows them. He also rarely opens up to new people as well, only really communicating with his family. Was that a very big tangent? Yes, but I feel like it's context that relates to the artwork. It tells you about the character in the artwork, and it tells you that this is a big moment in his life where he actually uses both powers at the same time. He's never dual-wielded fire and ice at the same time before. I also just thought that this would be a really awesome concept artistically. So this composition was actually the last one that I came up with. Originally, I was going to do something with either Never and Lucian, or Never and Spiro, or Spiro and Lucian, one of the three. But in the end, I did this composition because I thought to myself, Zoe, you are overdoing it again. You need to stop overthinking every idea that you've ever had ever and just go with the one that feels right. And this one just felt right because it's got fire and ice in one piece. Like, it makes sense, and it's one character. You could argue that it was less work to draw just one character. However, I decided to add foreshortening and directional movement with this. I don't know whether you could hear the instant regret just in the background of my voice, but it was very much a challenging piece. You can see here I was playing around with a splatter technique, basically loading up my brush with a load of water that already had the colour on and just hitting it against my finger just to create those little splatter dots. With these watercolours you definitely need a sleight of hand for sure, because very little goes a long way. And if you want a really light colour, you're going to have to water that down by a lot. It's just also really difficult to get any muted tones as well because the colours are just so vivid. If you're going to use these paints, definitely play to their strengths. While painting with these, I kind of forgot that the regular colours actually had metallic pigments in them, so only after everything was finished I realised, oh wait, all of it sparkles, not just the gold and silver parts. However, because the gold and silver sparkles so much, it kind of cancels out the slight shimmer of the other colours, but it creates a sense of depth within the metallic pigments, which is very interesting. These watercolours lift really well if you're quick, because they also stain really well as well. If I remember correctly, I also had a set of Viviva colour sheets in box 49, I think, and I think the featured artist was Casey Golden, if I'm not wrong. I've got to go check that, but my memory of obscure things is telling me that's correct. Editing Zoe here. What do you know? I got it right. But this is what I mean about extra supplies in a Scrawlrbox. You have a pen, you have a brush, and you have a pencil to go with. You can make a whole piece of artwork with it without having to go through your pencil case for an extra supply. For this piece, the extra line work was actually done with my mechanical pencil. I think since this one was fire and ice, and also to contrast box 49, this box's item could have been a paint pen. It could have added so much detail and contrast to the fire, as well as the ice side as well. When painting fire and ice, it really, really matters to have a sense of contrast, so a white paint pen would have done wonders. It also means that you could play around with the transparency as well, maybe creating some smoky effects with the water-soluble pencil and the paint pen, and some cold steam showing how cold the ice actually is. Since this box is very similar to box 49, we can actually compare it. I'm very well aware that my fingers are stained this like cheesy kind of colour. That is because this set of watercolour sheets has the chrome yellow, and the chrome yellow stains like cheese dust. It's so bad. Blame this colour. Like, just blame it. But here you can see the colour breakdown and the comparison between the two. You can definitely tell that there are some colours that are shared, I think this set could have benefited from this chrome yellow. I really do. Because as much as this set says that fire is a yellow colour, it really isn't. Just look at the comparison. It doesn't. Chrome yellow and fire aren't the same. Okay, I was about to say that I didn't have all of the supplies for box 49. However, I've managed to find them within 5 seconds. I will say though, I'm not sure this is the exact pencil, but I will say these 2 items are the exact things that I got in box 49 because they're so unique. So much so that I refer to this brush, the Milan brush in size 4, as the Casey Golden brush because that was the featured artist of box 49. The fact that I could find the entire box 49 Scrawlrbox supplies in my collection is just a testament to how good this box actually was, and the reviews for this box definitely show that. But let's compare it to box 102 because essentially they are the same box. The differences between the 2 boxes is that one is metallic watercolours and the other one isn't. This one has 10 colours, this one has 16. This brush is a size 6 and this brush is a size 4. The pencil is not a mechanical one, but it is a water-soluble one. And this is why I say that there is a missing supply. Every box so far in my 2024 subscription feels like it's missing a supply, and this is the reason why. I would class box 102 and box 49 as sisters, not twins, because like when you're doing your eyebrows, one always turns out better than the other, and you can tell which one turns out so much better than the other. But the lack of colours in this set also amplifies the fact that there is a missing supply. Like, this has an extra pen. This box could have used an extra pen. Say, this pen. This is the Artistro white paint pen in fine. This is what I ended up using throughout the illustration. I did pull out a Posca pen in fine as well, but I found that this worked a lot better. Just imagine if this box came with the Artistro paint pen, then these two would be very much on par with each other, despite the 10 colours and the 16 colours in here. It would make the boxes way more even, and also the white paint pen would complement the theme of fire and ice very well. The challenge of fire and ice is a strong one, especially when paired with these metallic watercolours. I didn't think I'd be able to make such a direct comparison, but this box just offered that for me. I do actually really like box 102, it's just that, again, as I've said the last 2 Scrawlrbox videos, it feels like it's missing a supply, and that pulls it down for me. Scrawlrboxes used to feel so full, but now they feel empty, which is a shame. This is what the final piece looks like. So I am actually thinking about selling this on my Etsy if anybody is interested. Because of the questionable light fastness of this is going to be slightly cheaper than any of my commissions, but it will still be decently priced for the fact that it's an original piece of artwork. And by the time you're watching this video, it should be up on my Etsy shop. Of course, there's only going to be one original available of this, and I'm not sure if this will be a print in the future, so this would be the only piece available. Also, by the time this video comes out, these stickers will also be available on my Etsy shop, as well as new A5 print designs. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned about the new products in my Etsy shop. These are the Sun and Moon tarot card stickers. These also come in prints as well. And then we have the A5 print designs. This one is called Breathe, and it went down very well at my conventions. We have this one, Pele's Cove. And we have the long-awaited Tivy. I've been wanting to turn this one into a print for a really long time, and the fact that it's finally here is really exciting. But yeah, that is box 102 of Scrawlrbox. I really like this box. Could it be improved? Absolutely. But 100% this has been my favourite box out of the new subscription so far. I do not know whether I'm going to continue my subscription after the 6 have ended. It's something that I'll have to think about. but I'm definitely considering doing a roundup video of all of my thoughts based on the 6 boxes I've got from my subscription this time around. That includes price breakdowns, improvements to be made, what was good, what was bad, and all the nitty-gritty things in between, as well as summing up some afterthoughts for each video. But yeah, with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!